Hello everyone, how are you doing? It's a favorite tutor, Sir XP. And for today's class, looking at fraction, also looking at decimal and percentage. So looking at these three aspects in mathematics, fraction, decimal, and percentage. And if you look at it, you see that these three aspects has something in line that connected. I get me now, that related to what each other. A decimal can be expressed as a fraction. Likewise, a percentage can also be what expressed as what as a fraction. I get me now. They are all what they are all fraction, but in different form. All right. So now let's take the first case, fraction. Are you with me? Let's take the first case, fraction. So if I ask what is a fraction, you can tell me what is a fraction. All right. A fraction is a number with two parts. With two parts, which can be expressed as a over b. Are you with me? Which can be expressed as a over b, where a is the numerator. What I call it? The numerator. Are you there? And b is called the what? Denominator. Denominator. I get me now. So the up part is the numerator, and the down part is what? The denominator. Where where b is not equals to 0. I get it now. That's what we call what? A fraction. Where b is not what? Equals to what? 0. So a fraction is a number that can be expressed as a over b, where the up part is called what? The numerator. And the down part is called what? The denominator. Exactly now. Where b is not equals to 0. Exactly. Once b is equals to 0, it is now it's no longer a fraction. I get it now. It is what? It will give you what? Infinity. Because any number divided by 0 will give you infinity. Exactly. Good. So for the case that b is not what? Is not equal to 0, it is what? It is a fraction. So examples, we have 1 over 2 is a fraction. We have 10 over 3 is also a fraction. We also have 2. 2 is a fraction. Why? Can be expressed as what? 2 over 1. Exactly now. Are you with me? So all natural numbers are fractions. It can be expressed as what? As fraction with what? Denominator of what? Of 1. Whole number can be expressed as what? Fraction. Exactly now. Good. So now, etc. etc. So let's talk about types of fraction. So types of fraction. One, we have what we call the what? The proper fraction. What I call it? The proper what? Fraction. So when we say the proper fraction, a fraction that can be expressed as a over b, are you with me now? Where b is greater than a. Are you with me? So if b is greater than a, that is b is bigger than a, we call it a what? A proper fraction. E.g., we have 1 over 2. 2 is bigger than 1, right? Good. We also have what? We have 3 over 10 is a proper fraction. We have 21 over 40. This is a what? Proper fraction. All right. You watching the video, give me 5 examples. All right, correct. So you can see now. So when the bigger number is carrying the what? The smaller. You can see now. When the bigger number is carrying the what? The smaller number. We call it a what? A proper fraction. For it is proper for a mother to carry a baby, right? It is proper when you see a tipper carrying what? Carrying a bicycle. Exactly now. So it is proper that way. Exactly. Good. So let's talk about the second types. We have two improper fraction. Are you there? What I call it? The improper what? Fraction. If you have A over B and B is less than A. Are you with me now? B is what? Less than A. That is B, the number you have under as what denominator is less than what you have as what numerator. That kind of fraction is called what? Is called an improper fraction. Example, we have e.g. we have when you have 3 over 2. 2 is smaller than 3, right? It's improper fraction. You have 5 over 3. When you have 41 over 20. I get me now. So when you have 6 over 4. I with me now. Alright, so now you give me 3 example. Correct. So now you can see now. So when the smaller number is what? Carrying the bigger number, we call it what? Improper fraction. For it is improper when you see a baby carrying a mother. It's improper. You see what? You see what called a tricycle carrying what? Carrying a tipper. This is what? Improper, right? So that is it. So this is improper fraction when smaller number is carrying what? The bigger number. All right. We also have what called what? The mixed fraction. The mixed fraction. So now the mixed fraction is expressed as a whole number together with what? With an improper fraction. So a whole number together with what? With a proper fraction. Try to say that a whole number together with a what? With a proper fraction can be expressed as when we have p a over b. Remember b is greater than what? A. Are you with me now? The p is what? Whole number. The p is what? Whole number. So and the b is what? Greater than what? A. So now example, e.g. if you have two whole number 3 over 4, this is a mixed fraction. Two whole number 3 over 4. A whole number together with what? With a proper fraction. I get it now. A whole number together with what? With a proper fraction. Another example, we have 10 whole number 3 over 5. Another example, we have 5 whole number 1 over 2. Exactly now. That's it. So give me 2 example. Correct. So now a whole number with what? With a proper fraction is called what? Mixed fraction. Take note, not a whole number with an improper fraction. No, a whole number with what? With a proper fraction. And also, mixed fraction can be converted to what? To improper fraction. I get it now. You can convert the mixed fraction to an improper fraction. How do you go about it? Let me take the first example that I gave under mixed fraction. Two whole number 3 over 4, right? So how do you go about this now? It is 4 times 2, 4 the denominator times your whole number, plus your numerator, which is 3, over the denominator, which is what? 4. So 4 times 2 is what? 8, right? 8 plus 3, that is 11 over 4. You see that now? So this mixed fraction in terms of improper fraction is what? 11 over what? Over 4. All right, let's do the second example. We have the 10 whole number 3 over 5. How do I convert this to what? Improper fraction. I'll do what? 5 times 10 plus 3 over 5. 5 times 10 is what? 50, right? 50 plus 3. That is 53 over 5. You see that now? That is what? An improper fraction. Why? Because your denominator is less than your what? Numerator. All right, I'll leave this with you. Convert this and drop the answer in the comment section. All right, now looking at how we can arrange fractions in array. Arranging fractions in array. And when we say array, array simply means either ascending order, or descending order. And when we say the ascending order simply means from lowest towards to highest. I get me now. I want to say descending order from highest to lowest. Example, you have a set of number 1 to 5. If you are arranging it in ascending order, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exactly now. From the smallest to the biggest. If you are arranging that same set of number in descending order, that will be what? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exactly. All right. So how do you arrange fractions in array? In either you asked to arrange it in ascending order or descending order. Let's take an example. Arrange in ascending order. One over 2, comma 4 over 5, comma 2 over 10, comma 1 over 20, comma 3 over 4. All right. So we are asked to arrange this set of fractions in ascending order. So how do you go about it? You see, you don't judge either using the numerator or the denominator like this. By the time you find out that the denominator is having different value, 2, 5, 10, 20, you don't judge using it like this, or you don't judge using the word numerator. Many will judge using word numerator, saying, okay, this one is 1. You should start first as it was smallest. This one is having 2 as denominator, so this one is smallest. This one is having 20, so this one should be next since it's having 1. This one is what? 2. The third, this is the fourth. No, you don't judge that way. That is wrong. Exactly. Now you don't judge using numerator or denominator. Try the denominator if it is not having a common denominator. So now how do you arrange this now? You can judge using denominator only if your denominator is common. I get me now. If you're having a common denominator. And how can you have a common denominator? Is when you multiply all through by the what? By the LCM. I get now when you make all number have a what? A common LCM. I get now. So you say what? The first thing is what? Find the LCM. That's the first thing you do. So find the LCM. Find the LCM of denominator. So we have 2, we have 5, we have 10, we have 20, and we have 4. So the least number that can divide this now is what? Is 2, right? The least number is 2. 2 divide 2, 1. Divide 5, it's possible. 2 can divide 10 as 5, right? 2 can divide 20 as 10. 2 can divide 4 as 2, right? So which least number can divide any again? Any of this number? 2 can also do that. This one will drop. 5, no, it's not possible. 5, not possible. 2 can divide 10 as 5, right? 2 can divide 2 as 1, right? So which least number can divide any of this number here? 5 can do that. 5. 1 will drop. 5 in 5, 1. 5 in 5, 1. 5 in 5, 1. 5 is 1, okay, 1 will drop down. So your LCM will be equals to 2 times 2 times 5. So that is equals to what? 2 times 2, 4, right? 4 times 5, that is what? 20. So the LCM is what? 20. So what you do is what? Make all of this fraction have a what? Common denominator, which is what? The LCM. Exactly now. So what I will do is, which implies 1 over 2. So to make this have a denominator as 20, I will say 20 divide 2. I get what? 10, right? That 10 multiplying numerator and denominator by 10. So times 10 over times 10. I get what? 1 times 10, 10 over 2 times 10, 20. See that now? I do for what? For 4 over 5. How do I make this 5 as like 20? I'll say 20 divided 5, that is what? 4, right? So I'll do multiply numerator and denominator by what? By 4 over 4 over 4. So I have 4 times 4, 16 over 5 times 4, 20, right? Good. So I'll do for what? 2 over 10. What should I multiply to 10 and I'll get 20? I'll do 20 divided 10, 2, right? So if I multiply numerator and denominator by 2, I should get what? 20 on my what? Denominator. So I got 2 times 2, 4 over 10 times 2, 20. So let's do for what? 1 over 20. What will I multiply to 20 to get 20? Is 1, right? So now multiply numerator and denominator by 1, by 1, by 1. So I have 1 over 20, same value. Let's do for 3 over 4. Are you there? So now, what will I do to make 4? Or what will I multiply to 4 to get 20? I'll do 20 divided by 4, that is 5, right? So multiply numerator and denominator by 5. So I get 3 times 5, that is 15, over 4 times 5, I get what? 20. So let's write them out now in terms of a common denominator. 1 over 2 is now appearing as 10 over 20, comma. 4 over 5 is now appearing as 16 over 20, comma. 2 over 10 is now appearing as what? 4 over 20, comma. 1 over 20 is now appearing as what? 1 over 20 also, comma. 3 over 4 is now appearing as what? 15 over 20. Good. Now that you have a common denominator, the next thing you do is you now judge based on your what? Based on your numerator. This is what? 20. This is 1, right? That should be the first from in ascending order, right? So that you have 1 over 20, comma, followed by what? 4. 4 over 20, comma, followed by what? 10. 10 over 20, comma, followed by what? 15. 15 over 20, comma, followed by what? 16. 16 over 20. So now, in terms of the question, so you have 1 over we as 1 over 20, same value, comma, 4 over 5, 4 over 20 was produced by what? By 2 over 10. So meaning after 1 over 20, the next number should be what? 2 over 10, comma. 10 over 20 was produced by 1 over 2, meaning 1 over 2. 15 over 20 was produced by 3 over 4, comma, 3 over 4, comma. 16 over 20 was produced by what? 4 over 5, comma, 4 over 5. You can see now. So this is the correct answer. So in terms of ascending order, the fraction will be arranging 1 over 20, comma, 2 over 10, comma, 1 over 2, comma, 3 over 4, comma, 4 over 5. Alright, so now please make sure you look for other questions. Look for a lot of questions to practice. I get me now. Same pattern, same steps. Exactly. So that's why you have the video here. If while doing the practice you are stuck somewhere, you can revisit the video, watch it, rewatch it again, and continue your practice. Exactly. So now don't just depend on just the few examples that we are doing over here. Exactly. So make sure you look for questions. Like getting me now. Look for lots of questions, to to practice. All right. Right now, we're looking at simplification of fraction. How fraction can be simplified. Simplification of fraction. And when we say simplification of fraction, that is, we're talking about one, addition, and subtraction of fraction. Two, multiplication, and division of fraction. Exactly. Addition and subtraction of fraction. Two, multiplication and division of fraction. All right, so now let's see the first case, addition and subtraction. So now let's take an example. Example, add 1 over 2 plus 3 over 4. So how do we add this now? Solution. So which implies we have 1 over 2 plus 3 over 4. The first thing is what? You find the LCM. LCM between 2 and 4 is what? Is 4, right? Is 4. For the fact that 2 can divide 4 without a remainder. So 4 is LCM. So you now do 4 divided 4, 1, right? 1 times 3. So 1 is your answer. That 1 multiplied by 3 plus 4 divided by 2, 2 is the answer. That 2 multiplied by 1. So you have 2 times 1, 2, plus 1 times 3, you have 3 over 4, right? Equals to 2 plus 3, that is 5. 5 over 4, that's the answer. Can see now, can see how cheap it is. So that is it. Let's do one more example. Example 2. Add 7 over 3 plus 5 over 10. I get me now. Let's do this now. So we have, which implies we have 7 over 3. Or to add it to what? 5 over 10. So the first thing we need is what? The LCM. I get to know the LCM. So LCM of 3 and 10. You know, 3 can divide 10, right? So because there will be a remainder, so 3 cannot divide 10 without a remainder, and 3 is also not a factor of 10. So what you do as the LCM is you say 3 times 10, that is what? 30. Exactly now. So now 30 divided by 10 give us 3, right? The 3 multiply 5 plus 30 divided by 3 give us 10. 10 multiply 7. So we have 10 times 7, that is 70, plus 3 times 5, that is 15. Right there, over 30. So we have 70 plus 15. That will give us what? 85 over 30. See that now? So that is it. So that is how we add what? Fraction. Example 3, that will be on subtraction. subtract, let's say what has to subtract 3 over 5, 3 over 5 minus 1 over 10. I get now 3 over 5 minus 1 over 10. So what do we do? Solution. So which implies we have to do 3 over 5 minus 1 over 10, right? Are you with me? So now what's the LCM? 10. Why? Because 5 can divide 10, that's the remainder, right? So 10 is the LCM. So 10 divided 10, the answer is 1. So 1 multiply 1, pure minus sign. 10 divided 5, 10 divided by 5 is 2, right? So 2 multiply 3. So we have 2 times 3, that is 6 minus 1 times 1, 1 over 10. So 6 minus 1, that is what? 5 over 10, right? That's 5 over 10, which also can be expressed as, because you see 5 here, 5 in 5 is 1, 5 in 10 is what? 2. So that's the same as what? 1 over 2. Exactly, 1 over 2. So that is it. So that's how we add and what subtract what fraction. All right, next we're talking about how we would multiply and divide what fraction. That is talking about the multiplication and division of what of fraction. The multiplication and division of fraction. How to multiply fraction. So for multiplication is very simple and direct. Example, first we're asked to multiply 3 over 4 multiplied by what? 1 over 2. I get him now. So how to multiply this now? Very simple and direct. So it's same thing as what? 3 times 1 over 4 times 5. So 3 times 1 is what? 3 over 4 times 5 is what? 20. You can see now very what? Very direct. Let's take another example. Example 2. I want to multiply 5 over 10 multiplied by 7 over 6, for example. So you do what? You do 5 times 7 over 10 times 6. So 5 times 7 is what? That is 35. Over 10 times 6 is what? That is what? 60. 60. So you can see now. So to multiply, when multiply what fraction is very simple and what and direct. So now let's do an example on division. So let's divide. We have 3 over 2. To divide it by 6 over 4. Exactly. All right. So solution. When dividing, look at what happened now. You have your 3 over 2. Your division sign will automatically change towards x. So I mean to times. I get it now. The division sign automatically changes to what? To multiplication sign. And the fraction immediately after your division sign reciprocates. When we say reciprocate, simply means what is down comes up, what is up comes down. Get it now? There'll be a switch in what in position. So now you have 4 over 6. Exactly now. You have what? 4 over what? 6. So now you can decide to say this is now what multiplication, right? Which is the direct method. So you have 3 times 4 over 2 times 6. That gives us what? 3 times 4 is what? 12 over 2 times 6 is what? 12. So 12, we divide 12 as what? To give us 1. I get now to give us what? 1. So yeah, from here also I can, if it is multiplication, this can divide. I can say 2 going to 1, right? 2 going 4, 2 times. Exactly now. 3 going 3, 1, 2 going 6, 2. I'm left with what? 2 over 2. So 2 into 1, 2 into 1. Get now. So things can cancel out. And when cancelling, take note, it is what you have in the denominator can cancel numerator. or numerator cancel denominator. You can't say denominator cancel denominator. You can't say 2 in 2, 1, 2 in 6, 3. It's not possible. Exactly now. So when cancelling out or when dividing, you don't divide numerator denominator, or you divide denominator denominator. You divide what numerator denominator. I get it now. Numerator denominator, denominator numerator. I get it now. Of two different fraction or the same fraction. You don't divide numerator numerator or denominator denominator. Exactly now. Good. So that is how what we divide what fraction. Just change the sign to multiplication. After that, you reciprocate the fraction immediately after the division sign. Exactly. Good. So right now, we're talking about order of operation. Order of operation of the operations. Order of what? Operations. And in the order of operations, we're looking at what we call the board mass. I believe we've heard of this before. Call it the board mass, or I think this might be new to some people. It's an advanced order of operation called what? The paired mass. What I call it? The paired mass. All right. Let's talk about the board mass. For the board mass now, the B stands for, are you there? Brackets. The O stands for what? Off. The D stands for division. Are you with me? The M stands for what? Multiplication. The A stands for addition. The S stands for subtraction. I don't know. So when you have different operations in an expression, mathematical expression, the order of operation you should obey or you should follow is the board mass operation, whereby you first of all treat what you have in brackets. After that, the next thing is off. After that, division. Treat division before multiplication. Treat multiplication before addition, and treat addition before subtraction. Exactly. All right. And for the next guy, which might be new to some of you, this is which is known as what? The paired mass. So the paired mass, the P stands for parenthesis, which is similar to brackets. Parenthesis. Are you with me? The E there is what? Exponent. When I say exponent, simply means what? Power. Exponent. When you say 2 raised power 2 is an exponent. So in an expression, if you have power there, start treating the parenthesis, you should treat what? Exponent first before division. Exactly now. Exponent. The D is division. The M is multiplication. Multiplication. The A is addition. S subtraction. Exactly. Good. All right, so now let's look at some example in terms of board mass. So example 1, we have to evaluate. We have 1 over 10 multiply 2 over 3 plus 1 over 4. Are you with me? So now how do we evaluate this now? Solution. So in terms of board mass, which should we treat first? We have multiplication, we have addition. You can't tell me multiplication, right? Mass, M, A before what? A. So we treat what? Multiplication first. So from the question, we have 1 over 10 multiply 2 over 3 plus 1 over what? 4, right? Good now. So which implies multiplication first. 1 times 2, we have 2 over 10 times 3, we have what? 30 plus 1 over 4. Are you with me now? So now we then what? Look for the what? LCM of 4 and 30. So let's do that together. Yeah. So we have 4, we have 30. The least number can divide, 2 can divide to give us 2. Yeah. 15. 2 can divide again, 1. 2 cannot divide this, 15 will drop down. 2 can divide this, 3. 1, 5. 5 can go, 1, 1, right? So this is your LCM. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 3, that is what? That is 16. Sorry, that is 12. 12, right? Good. So 12 times 5, that is what? 60. So SM is what? 60. So which implies SM is 60, right? So now we do what? We do 60 divided by 4. That is what? 15. Right? 15. So 15 multiply 1, which is this one we have here, plus 60 divided by 30, that is 2. So the 2 multiply 2 that we have here. Exactly, everything good. So which implies 2 times 2, that is what? 4, plus 15 times 1, that is what? 15 over 60, right? So our final answer is what? 4 plus 15, that is 19. So 19 over what? 60. That's our final answer. Exactly. Good. So now let's try another example. So example 2, we are asked to simplify 1 minus open bracket 2 whole number 1 over 3 multiply 1 whole number 1 over 4 close bracket plus 3 over 5. So we're asked to multiply this now. So how to go about this? Follow me. Solution. So from the question, we have 1 minus open bracket 2 whole number 1 over 3 multiply 1 whole number 1 over 4 close bracket plus 3 over what? 5. Are you with me? Good. So now first thing first is we convert the mixed fraction to what? Improper fraction. How do you go about this? Follow me. So now 3 times 2, 6 plus 1, 7 over 3 times 4 times 1, 4 plus 1, 5, 5 over what? 4 close bracket plus 3 over what? 5. Are you there? So now we start what? Operating now. We work with what? Bracket first, right? So we have 1 minus, let's work with bracket. 7 times 5, that is 35, over 3 times 4, that is 12, plus 3 over 5. So meaning we have 1 minus 35 over 12 plus 3 over what? 5, right? So board mass, we have minus, that's a subtraction, and we have what? Addition. So which should we consider first? What do you say? Addition, right? Correct. So let's consider addition. So now in that case, for the consider addition, this is having addition, this is having addition. So it is, no many students, funny enough, they'll do this plus this. You are wrong. When you say addition, instead of having minus in front, so it is what? This is having addition, invisible addition. Can you see it? Yes, me, I can see it as a what? Mathematician. It's an invisible what? Addition sign here with this guy. So addition, you add them. So you have 1 plus 3 over 5. This over 1, right? So the LCM will be what? The LCM will be 5. Right there. So 5 in 5, 1. 1 times 3, 3 plus 5 divided by 1 is 5. 5 times 1, 5. So you have 5 plus 3, that is 8 over what? 5. Right there. So it means this guy is giving us, I think this guy is giving us what? 8 over 5. So which implies we're not done. No. So 8 over 5 minus what? 35 over what? 12, right? Good. So now the LCM between 5 and 12 is what? 5 is not a factor of 12, and 5 cannot divide 12. That's the remainder, right? Good. No. So we multiply. Say 5 times 12, that is 60. So 60 is the what? LCM. So 60 divided by 12. You get what? You get what? You get 5, right? Good. So 5 times 35. So then you're having 5 times 35. Right there. Minus 60 divided by 5 is 12. So 12 times 8. 12 times 8. Right there. So which implies we have 12 times 8. So let's do that here together. 12 times 8. 8 times 2, that is 16, right? So 16 carry 1, 6 carry 1. 8 times 1, 8 plus that is 96. So we have 96 minus 35 times 5. 5 times 5, 25, right? Right? 5 carry 2. 5 times 5 times 5 times 3, that is 15 plus 1, 17. That is 175, right? Over 60. So our final answer, we get 96 minus 175. So let's take off let's take off 96 from 175. So 175 minus 96. So we'll bring the one here. So we have what? We have 15, right? So 15 minus 6, that gives us what? That gives us 9, right? Good. So now, in this case now, we have 6 here left. 6 minus 9, is it possible? No, you borrow 1 from me. Here's not 0. Make the one here, that is 16, right? So 16 minus 9, that gives us what? 7. Am I correct? Yes, good. So now that we have what? 79, right? 79. So now, but we are doing 96 minus 175. Exactly now. 96 minus 175. So now, the bigger number is having what? Minus. You are owing someone 175. You have 96 with you. You pay. What is your debt remaining? I get it now. So that be what? That be minus 79. Exactly now. So since the bigger number is having what? The minus sign. So your answer will be what? Minus. So what we did 179, so 175 minus 96. So the answer we get was this, right? 79. But it should be what? Minus. Because why? The bigger number is having what? Minus. So minus 79 over 60. So that is the answer. Or 60 will go into 79 many times? 1, right? So you have minus 1 whole number. Remember what? 19 over 60. Exactly now. So minus 1 whole number, 19 over what? 60.